bet you know what subject I'm talking about this morning. I bet you can guess what I'm talking about. Is it about the paparazzi jewelry? Am I having a live show? What's going on? No, we're going to talk about keto. We're going to talk about keto, what keto is, how it can work for you, and if you give it a chance, it will work for you. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button right now. That little red box up under this video. Make sure that you hit it and subscribe to my channel, and that way you won't miss any videos that I share. Also, you can tap that little notification bell, and that way it'll notify you whenever I release a video also. And if you enjoy this video or know anyone who can enjoy this bit, or if you know anyone who can benefit from this video listening to it, be sure and share it with them. Share it with friends, family. Just share. It really helps me. And also give me a like. And that way YouTube knows that you're watching my videos and that they will share me out more. So, have you ever tried the ketogenic diet? Have you ever tried it? Have you ever needed to try it? Maybe that's what I should ask. I needed to try the ketogenic diet. And we need to do different things for different reasons. Now, I needed to do it because I was unhealthy. I was overweight, had high blood pressure, pre-diabetic, had GERD, have GERD. I'm still dealing with that. Low back pain, knee pain, you name it. It seemed like I had so many issues going on. And one day I just sat down and really thought about it, and I said, hey, if I lost weight, maybe that will help alleviate some of these problems that I am having. So I started off by just walking, adding in walking and taking out a lot of carbs from my diet. I believe back then I decided to one day count my carbs and calories, and they were astronomical. They were like 3,000 and 4,000, real easy. And that was on a day I was watching what I was eating. 3,000 and 4,000 calories daily. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the weight gain? Can you imagine the unhealthiness in eating like that? Also, I tried to keep track of my carbs, and while writing everything down, I got so frustrated with myself. I got frustrated with what I was seeing, and frustrated knowing that I was eating that unhealthy that I couldn't even keep writing all that information down then. So what I first concentrated on when I first started trying to lose weight was just adding in a little bit of exercise. When I said a little bit, I mean a little bit of exercise. If we just added in lifting some weights for that day. See, because I was at the point that I was so big that it was very hard for me to move around. Very, very hard for me to be mobile. But then I got to looking at my grandkids one day and my kids and everything, which were grown. They're grown now, but they're still my kids. And I started thinking, hey, I want to be around a little longer. I have this thing in my head that when we get up in age, we're supposed to be heavy. We're supposed to be fat. All we're going to do is sit at home, take care of grandkids. And most people that I knew around this age, when I was younger, they weren't healthy. And then to tell the truth, a lot of them probably weren't even living to be this age at that time. So I'm so glad that I learned about the ketogenic diet. But to get to the keto diet, to finally get there, I had to go through a lot of different diets. I mean, there are the cabbage soup diet. I've tried that diet. It didn't have any luck for me at the time. I say luck because it would have been luck if I'd have lost anything at that time because I wasn't following the guidelines anyway. You're supposed to eat certain things, make your soup. And I was eating other things and then eating my soup also. That has been so long ago. Then there was, and I did do the Atkins diet. And I tell you, I had the most success on the Atkins diet. When I did the Atkins diet, I lost about 30 to 40 pounds. And it was eating a lot. I always have eaten a lot of food. And I think that was one thing that I liked about keto was because I was able to eat really, to me, huge amounts of food compared to other diets that I had tried. Unless I was eating the standard American diet, then I could eat just about anything that I wanted to on that. But it was that any diet that I was doing, it did not work. It was because, like I said, I wasn't following the rules. And then when I tried really, really hard to follow the rules, it was always so limited and so restricted that I always fell off. And I was one of those people, if I fell off, I say, okay, I'll wait and I'll start again next Monday. Next Monday never came. And then when it did come, um, I'd do the same thing. I'd start, I maybe have a real good day. But by the time that evening came, I was very ravenous and very, very hungry. And I found out that I am still like that. I can go all day and have a great day. But I would say by about 4 or 5 or somewhere in the evening or right before I go to bed, I get real ravenous. I get hangry. That's what you all call it. Hangry, which is past hungry. And when you get past hungry, you're eating really anything. So I know that this happens to me. So I try not to keep a lot of, what I want to say, high carb foods, around me or in the house. And I really don't have to worry about that until the grandkids are here with me. Then I really have to work on what I'm eating or what I'm going to eat. I really have to do a meal preps, have them in the refrigerator, and then I really have to have the willpower. And a lot of times when they're here, I fall off or I just decide, okay, I'm just going to eat more like them because with everything being so high now and the inflation, I can't afford to cook like those 2 different meals like I used to. I have to more or less, how do I want to say, make everything where it works for everyone as far as eating because everyone has different preferences and everyone has different things that they want to eat and enjoy. Now, what happened to the days when back in the day, we ate whatever mother put on the table, and if you didn't eat that, then you didn't eat it all. But it seems like now we have so many choices, and then I don't give a lot. I'll make something that we can all eat together. Like for them, I can make them mashed potatoes and make myself cauliflower rice. But sometimes what I'm saying is just going that extra step to make that cauliflower rice. I'm tired. I don't have the energy. So I end up foregoing that step. So that's why a meal prep comes in handy. If I don't have a meal prep available or in the refrigerator or have something that I can pick up and eat, pick up and we say you're not supposed to snack when you're a kid, but if you need to snack, you need to have something available that is going to fall into your macros, that is going to keep you on your journey, that's not going to let you stray too far. And as you're eating it, you know that, hey, okay, I'm eating this, but I'm going to have to stop. Otherwise, I'm going to just mess up all that extra stuff that I just did in order to get where I'm at. And sometimes, you can't control those cravings. I know sometimes I have cravings that I cannot control. And when I have cravings like that, I usually fall off. But like I say, I get right back on. I get up and I get right back on my eating game, the way I was eating. Um, if I, depending on how much damage I did, I'll try to do something to alleviate that, or do something to kind of even it out, the next day, or, within the next few hours. And by that, I mean, like, if I had dinner to eat, well, I'm not going to eat dinner. But if I'm really, really hungry and I know I have to eat some dinner, then I'm going to keep it light. Something like a light salad, because, salad is a lot of carbs, at least salads that I make, because I have a lot of the vegetables in it. And vegetables are mostly carbs, but they are good carbs. So I usually will replace that. My computer went off there, so I'm going to say that just in case it didn't come out. I will replace that meal with something like salad, or just some meat, some protein, something like that. And sometimes I've even, if I'm craving sweets, I've even went to things like the Atkins bars, and they have different ones. And so sometimes I pick out those things and I will put them in the kitchen, because if everyone is eating candy around me, my husband loves candy. He eats candy. The kids, they love the different, little things and stuff like that. And when I see them eating, and it triggers something, I believe it triggers me. And, I want a snack too, and I want some potato chips or something. And, I want some pop, some soda. So I have what's keeping some of those things here with me, and they may be crutches, but they help me to basically stay on point and to stay focused as much as I can. So there are many, many things out there. There are recipes that you can make. You can make things like keto mug cakes. I make those all the time. If I craving something sweet, like today, I've been craving cream cheese cake. What was it? Cheesecake. I call it cream cheesecake, but I've been craving cheesecake. So I've got to get the energy, after I clean up, after, do my chores for the day, get everything done after everyone. And then I'll go in and get the energy to make me that cheesecake, keto cheesecake. And when I do that, I'm going to film it. Sometimes just, having the energy to set up the recording stuff in the front, it takes a lot. But I've found kind of an easy way. My problem is I have a small kitchen now, and just putting my tripod in different places where you can really see good, that's why I have my issue. So I'm going to figure that out. But I am going to start recording more and sharing more of my recipes with you all that I use. Like yesterday evening, I tried to figure out what I wanted to eat. So I went ahead and I made a little bit, small salad. And I went to the store yesterday, and I went and bought some different salad dressings that I like, because I know I'm going to be eating a lot of salad. So I want to make sure that I'm going to make those salads as appealing as I can. So I went and bought different salad dressings. Now, one salad dressing that I bought, which I know is not keto, it's a Russian, but it's the red one, and it's sweet. And I like that. I can make it myself, and I will sometimes, make up my dressings. But I've got to start making them up, putting them in the refrigerator, labeling them, and then putting the date on them that I made them, so that I can make sure that they are still really good when I use them. Because sometimes, or a lot of times, when I do meal preps and different things, sometimes I end up, wasting some of the food, because I get tired of eating the same thing and I want something different. And then I'll never go back to eating what I have left. So I'm working on doing better with that. Just, if I'm tired of eating it, just put it on there, just eat it because I made it and I don't want to waste it. That's how I was taught to eat. My mother always taught us that whatever she put on our plate or whatever we put on our plate, that we ate it, that we finished it, because there are kids overseas or kids in the United States who didn't have food. So you're raised like that. And then I kind of pushed that on my kids also. And food, I've always used it as a type of comfort for myself. Um, uh, if I'm upset about something, now these are things that I find out about myself as I have gotten older, and when I first started thinking about health. Excuse me, thinking about health and what I needed to do to be better, what habits I needed to break. Make sure you look at those type of things when you're starting your weight loss journey, because you want to assess yourself. Assess yourself as best as you can. The foods you're eating, foods that you can take out and stop eating, um, foods that you can replace with healthier foods. Look at those type of things when you are starting out on your weight loss journey. Keto is a lifestyle. I can't really say that it is a diet. No, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You really have to change your life, the way that you're eating, um, and even maybe the way that you are living your life. You maybe want to start adding in some exercise if you're not already exercising. And you can add an exercise as you get older. When I first started exercising, I was like, this is going to be impossible because my legs feel heavy, my body feels heavy, my arms, everything feels so heavy. How am I going to walk a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles? That's something that's good. I can't do that. Yes, you can. Go at your pace. It is not a race. I say that all the time. Go at your pace. It is not a race. I started off slowly. I started off by not going far at all. And I'm starting off basically there again. I went walking yesterday, and usually wherever I go walk, if I can find a place that has benches, the better it is for me, because if I get tired, if I want to stop, if my knees start hurting, if my back starts hurting too bad or anything, I can stop, sit on a bench, and rest for a moment if that's what is needed. And after I rest, I can get up and continue on my journey. So, keto. I think I started talking about so much other things that, I didn't talk a lot about keto. But keto is where you are eating fat. And when I say that, you want to be eating about 70% worth of fat in your diet. And you want the good fats. Okay, make sure you do your research to find out what good fats are and what bad fats are, like trans fats. Those are bad fats. Some saturated fats are good fats. We have always been taught that fat is bad. We've always been taught that, especially eating fat is bad. So, when I used to see heavier fat people, sometimes I guess in my mind I thought of bad, eating too much food. Just eat, eat, eat. Because, back in the day, if you were fat, that's usually what it was associated with. Girl, you need to stop eating so much. You need to get on a diet and lose some weight. Quotes. Things I used to hear. You need to. Woo! You need to. I was doing everything that I needed to do. And it was not working when I was calling myself on a diet, on a weight loss journey when I first started. And if you want to really look at it, I have been dieting. I have been um, doing diets since I have been younger. I have always had a weight loss problem. I was the chubby little one the chubby one in class. Um, you know, some of you have been through it. You're the one that's teased about being fat. Not only being fat, I had short hair, so they called me, and my name was Sue. So I had to go through that period of being a boy named Sue. Y'all remember that song, A Boy Named Sue? I believe that was, what is this, Johnny Cash? A Boy Named Sue. I used to love Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash was one of my favorite singers. Yes, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. I love all his music. But keto, you want to eat about 70% worth of fat. Um, 20 to 25% protein, and about 5% of carbohydrates. Now, you can adjust those percentages to what you need it to be. They have programs that you can put in information, and it will give you what is called your macros. On keto, you want to eat to reach your macros. You want to stay within that range because that's where you're going to get the most benefits as far as losing weight, getting healthier, and having your body operate as it should. Think of it like that. So you may adjust it where you do about 65% worth of fat, and you're doing about 25% worth of protein, and you're doing maybe 10% worth of carbohydrates, or 10 to 15% worth of carbohydrates. But you find out what macros works best for you, and then you work toward reaching that macros daily. Now remember, as you lose weight, as you get healthier, your macros is going to change. So make sure that you look at that you make those adjustments as you need to, because if you do keto and you do keto right, keto is where your body is burning ketones and not glucose for its energy. Right now, more than likely, if you are a sugar eater, for sure you are burning glucose. And our body uses glucose and produces glucose um, as something that it naturally does. So not putting a lot of glucose in your body and using it for fuel, and start where you get your body to adapt and it starts using ketones. Ketones are produced in your liver, and basically it's fat. Your body is burning your fat. When it is using ketones for energy, it is using fat for energy. So now if you add in extra fat, and you're eating a lot of extra fat, like in that 70%, if you want to cut that down and do some leaner cuts of fat as far as your meats go, and not putting in as much fat, but adding in some fat, because fat is what's going to help you stay satiated. It's going to help you feel fuller between your meals. So that is basically what the fat is used for. At least that's what I use fat for when I am doing my diet. Plus fat tastes good. Kind of got off track there, but use use your macros to your benefit. Adjust it as you need it. Lower the carbs as much as you can. That's basically what keto is lowering your carbohydrate intake down to at least 20 carbohydrates per day. Get it down that low to 20 and you are doing keto. But you can also keep it a little bit higher and you're still doing keto. You just want your body to use fat as its energy. So as I was saying, you don't want to give your body a lot of extra fat, because any extra fat that you put into your body's going to stop burning your fat and it's going to jump over there and start burning that fat. So you don't want to give your body a lot of fat once you become keto adapted, and once your body starts using ketones. You want to cut back on the amount of fat that you're eating and add in some exercise. But you should already be exercising Anyway, the easiest exercise that you can do is walking. So add in some walking. That's that's really it. When I first started, that was basically all I did was walk. We had a pet. We got a dog, Bailey. I enjoyed Bailey so much. She is going to, is it called doggy heaven now? Um, she was a good dog. I really enjoyed Bailey. Um, but I would get up, take Bailey for walks. We would go for walks all through the day. Taking her outside, for the bathroom. Um, and then just taking her out to the park and different things so that she could be around her fellow mates. But having a pet really helps as far as a dog because you really have to do those things. So it makes you get out and walk. So I did a lot of walking. Plus, I used my gym memberships. I still have gym memberships to this day, but I don't use them as much as I did then, if at all. Um, since the COVID hit, my gym attendance has went down, 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 down. Um, I recently just got over COVID, and I won't even say I'm over it all the way because I still have residual things that are lingering behind, cough, um, that malaise feeling, congestion sometimes. So, but I think that, and I feel also the fact that I was already taking different supplements, things like zinc and vitamin B12 and magnesium, potassium, doing all of those things, adding in exercise and eating leafy green vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, using things like turmeric, ginger, garlic. I believe that all of these things probably did help me to, get over COVID as fast as I did, and then for it not to be as severe as it could have been. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that. But make sure that you're living as healthy of a lifestyle that you can. And that's going to have to fit you. You're going to have to decide what you need to do in order to be healthier. You don't have to just jump in and do everything at one time, and then don't expect to see results overnight. Results are going to be slow. You are going to gain and lose all the way through your weight loss journey, no matter what. That scale is going to go up sometime, and sometimes it's going to go down. But once you learn and know what you need to do in order to be healthy, once you learn and know what you need to eat in order to be healthy and to remain healthy, then you hold the key to your health. And you really have to watch out for your health, because if you don't watch out for it, nobody else is. Nobody else is. You have to do it for yourself. Anyhow, I think if you have any questions about keto, um, about how you feel on keto, do you have energy or do you slump through the day? Any questions that you have, please ask them below. I would love to discuss it, and we can get a conversation going about weight loss. We can get a conversation going about our lifestyles, how to improve them, how to improve ourselves. Um, you see, today I have on one of my beautiful pieces of jewelry from Paparazzi. This beautiful set is only $5 for this beautiful necklace. Isn't that gorgeous, you all? This is gold and has little diamond trinkets all through here. Isn't that beautiful and gorgeous? Now, I can't wear the earrings to this because I don't have pierced earrings, pierced ears. But I just have on a pair of my clip-ons with this. And then I have my little pearl there, and it has a little bit of sparkly around it. Sparkly, okay? So this is what I'm wearing today. And then I just have on one of my regular paparazzi bracelets. It doesn't even go with what I have on, but. And then I have on a ring. And These are the earrings I wanted to show you. These are the beautiful earrings that actually come with this necklace. Look at that. Aren't those gorgeous? Let me make sure they focus in. But these are the earrings. I wish they came in clip-ons. I have a lot of beautiful jewelry, but I just noticed that there are not enough clip-ons for me. So you can check out my jewelry channel at paparazziaccessories.com/107-2843. I will list it below here in a link. Or you can go to my Facebook page and you can buy jewelry that I have in inventory here, and I will ship it to you. So I hope that you have enjoyed our little chat this morning. You can do this. We can do this. We can encourage one another, motivate one another to be our best, do our best. Remember, do this at your pace. It is not a race. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. Bye-bye. This is Keto Granny. Until next time, stay safe and have a great day. If you have enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe box below, and that way you won't miss any videos that I make or share. Thank you.